Okay, now we're on topic 1.5, solving equations of all types. This is a little bit of a review of algebra skills. But it's important. You're going to work through geometry, and lots of geometry likes to combine some algebra skills, so you'll need to know how to solve all kinds of equations. Let's start with number 1. 3n minus 2 divided by 10 is equal to 7/5. Okay, the hardest part of this one is to understand that this 3n minus 2 is a binomial. When you solve a problem like this, we're going to solve it like a proportion, and we're going to cross multiply. So the 3n minus 2 is going to cross this numerator with this denominator. So you're going to multiply times 5. And then you're going to cross this denominator with this numerator. So that's going to be 70. Now you're going to use the distributive property. So you get 15n minus 10 is equal to 70. You do need to distribute. Make sure you multiply 5 times 3n and 5 times 2. Solving this for n, you're going to add 10 to both sides. And then you're going to have 15n would equal 80. To finish this one, you'll divide by 15. Now 80, I don't think divides evenly. Let's try it out. 80 divided by 15. It's not an exact answer. 5.3 repeating. 3 repeating means 1/3, so this really means 5 1/3. Let me just show you that. If you type a mixed number in the calculator, you need to put it in with a plus sign. So see how it came out to be 5 1/3. Another way to do this is to leave it as an improper fraction. If you push the word math and then you push your enter key twice, that will turn your decimal, your repeating decimal, into a fraction. I think I like that answer, so let's use 16/3. I guess we could put or 5 1/3. Both of them work, either one of these. Okay, number 2. On this one, you do need to use the distributive property twice. Both the left and the right side of this equation, you're going to need to use the distributive property. A negative 8 times 4 is a negative 32. And negative 8 times a positive 9 is a negative 72x. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. And a 7 times a negative 11 is a negative 77x. Now just be careful when you're solving these. Some algebra teachers like to tell you to draw like a line down through your equal sign so you can kind of see the left and right sides of this equation. That might be helpful. I usually like to move the smallest x term first. So well, on this one, since the 77, they're both negatives, it would actually be better to move the negative 77x, because if you add a positive 77x to a negative 72x, that'll keep it positive. It'll be a positive 5x. So bring down your negative 32 and your negative 14 and your equal sign. Now because I brought the x term to the left side of the equation, I need to move the constant to the right side of the equation. So a negative 32, to get it to the right side, I need to make a 0, so I need to add 32 to both sides of the equal sign.